So in our autoclave pressure tester machine, to operate this machine, we have provided a electrical user panel. Over that, a HMI has been provided. The user interface of this HMI is like that. There is a back button, a date is provided, a time is provided. This is our drive air pressure. Whatever the air pressure we are providing in the system will be shown over here. This is our autoclave pressure tester pressure. The pressure built up in the P line and the autoclave pressure vessel will be shown over here. There are different steps in this machine. First is filling operation. To fill the overall system with the hydraulic oil, we need to operate this function. To open this, we have to click on it. A time versus pressure graph will be shown over here. To start the filling of the system, there are actually 3 buttons over here and an emergency stop switch. First one is filling start button, filling stop button, and the last one is air vent acknowledgement. Whenever we open the pressure vessel's cap, some air gets trapped inside it. To remove that air and air bubbles which will so that it will not create any problem in building the pressure, this air vent acknowledgement button can be used. Whenever we will start the filling of the autoclave pressure vessel, we will push this filling start button, and after some time we will press this air vent acknowledgement. This will vent off all the air bubbles and air inside the system. This is our emergency stop switch. It is digital switch, and a physical switch has been provided over mechanical user panel. And last one is the filling stop button. When our filling is done, it will automatically stop. But if you want to interrupt the filling of operation, you can use this filling stop button. Now when filling is done, we can go to this back button, and there are different tests we can apply on this machine. The first one is autoclave self test. On clicking on this, a pressure versus time graph will be shown. Here we can provide different steps of pressurization. Like this is 20, we can provide 25 bar pressure, then 100 bar, then 120, 140 and 200. This is our hold time. Whenever we will provide a 25 bar pressure, after reaching the level of 25 bar pressure, it will hold the pressure for 10 seconds. After that, it will again increase the pressure to 100 bar at the second step, and it will hold pressure for another 10 seconds. And likewise, the whole machine will carry out the self test system. In this test, we can examine any leakage, any air trapped inside the system. If the pressure doesn't build up, if the pressure doesn't gets raised, then it shows that the system is in some error. To start the test, we have to press this test enable button, then we can start the button. We can press the test start button and the whole test will be started. To stop the test in between, we have to just push this test stop button. If the test is completed, it will automatically release the pressure and the pressure will go to 0. Now after that this test has been carried out, we can go back to the main menu. There is another test which is called pressure cycle test. To start this, we have to click on it. Again, there is a pressure versus time graph shown over here. There are different switches in this HMI interface. First is emergency switch, second is test enable switch. This button will unlock the testing button. After that is start test button. Clicking on this button, we can start the test. But before that, we have to provide the number of cycle we want to test. The test bar pressure, the pressure we require to test, the maximum pressure we want to test from 0 to this unit. So here we can set it to 150 bar, which is our maximum pressure. Another is hold time. Whenever a pressure is built in one cycle, suppose we are providing 150 bar pressure. So from 0 to 150 bar it will generate a pressure, and after that it will hold for 30 seconds. The current cycle shows that which cycle is currently it is into. It will change accordingly and it will change after each and every cycle. This is our chamber temperature. The temperature of the hydraulic oil inside the autoclave pressure test chamber will be shown over here. The autoclave chamber pressure will be shown over here, and the drive air pressure will be shown over here. Going back, also there is a test stop switch. If you want to interrupt the testing, you can use this button. Going back to main menu, then after that there is a drain operation, the final operation. Using this operation there are two buttons. Using this operation we can drain the whole system, and the whole pressure and fluid will be drained to the tank. If we will if we will push the start button, the drain operation will start, and after 10 to 15 minutes the whole oil will be supplied to the tank, and we can stop the drain operation and go back to main menu. The last one is input output status. It shows the different, here it shows the input and output status of different sensors inside this system. First one is emergency stop button indicator. Currently it is in released position. When we will press it, it will show the pressed icon, and the audible sound will be heard when emergency stop switch has been pressed. The ball valve at the suction of the pump is in closed position, which it is showing in closed position. The level switch is not okay. Output status shows that the motor pump is in stop position. The control valve 7.1 is in closed position. The control valve 7.2 is also in closed position. The control valve 7.3 is also in closed position. This is our tank temperature. It shows the temperature of the fluid inside the tank, and this is our autoclave temperature. It shows the temperature inside the autoclave chamber. It shows the temperature of hydraulic oil inside the autoclave chamber vessel. Okay, electrical system. Thank you.